Alright, greetings YouTubers, this is your boy Robbie1 Kenomi coming back at you with another video. And this video, as you can see by the title, will be my 2014 WWE Survivor Series pay-per-view review. The show went down last Sunday night live on the WWE Network from St. Louis, Missouri. Yes, I know I'm a week late again publishing this review. Once again, I apologize for the tardiness of this video. And with that apology comes this decision that I've made. I really want to start getting more content out to you guys faster. I know I said this in the Hell in a Cell review last month, but you know what? Now I'm dead serious when it comes to this pay-per-view review, these pay-per-view reviews in general. So what I'm going to do from now on is, if starting with TLC in December, which actually the first day of December will be tomorrow because I'm recording this video on Sunday, November 29th. So starting with the TLC pay-per-view in a few weeks. If I cannot get my audio review published within 2 to 3 days after the pay-per-view has concluded live that Sunday, then what I'm going to do is a traditional, what I call slide review. It's like what We Are Pro Wrestling and Lundrick have done before with their videos, where I'll have a slide with a picture of each match and then the match rating below. And at the end of the video, I'll give my final thoughts in a final slide. So I'm going to try that with future pay-per-views if I can't get the audio reviews published, like I said, within 2 to 3 days after the live pay-per-view concluded that Sunday. So that's what I'm going to try and do. And please, I hope you guys understand that I do have other projects on the side I'm working on. But like I said, I want to get these videos out to you faster. And I feel that as the primary user of this channel, it is my obligation to get my content to you as fast as I can. So enough with that. Like I said, I apologize if this review is coming to you a week late, but it's time to get down to business. So Survivor Series 2014 went down last Sunday, as I just said, live on the WWE Network from St. Louis, Missouri. And overall, I thought that this show was surprisingly good, and it was very entertaining, especially when you consider that a majority of the build surrounding this pay-per-view was regarding the Team Cena Team Authority main event, which I thought was an epic main event. I mean, you build your whole pay-per-view around that match, and it truly delivered. And I'll get to that match towards the end of my review. But right now, let's get down to business. So like I said, the show actually kicked off with a segment featuring Vince McMahon, The Authority, and John Cena. It was a good segment. It got you hyped a little more for Team Cena versus Team Authority later that night. But the match card officially kicked off with the Tag Team Championship match. It was a fatal 4-way for the titles. The Miz and Damien Mizdow versus Gold and Stardust, who were the defending Tag Team Champions, versus the Usos versus Los Matadores. And I thought this was a damn good opener. I mean, fast-paced, a lot of fun to watch. All 4 teams went out there, did their thing. Damien Mizdow was undoubtedly the most over guy in this entire match. I mean, the crowd were chanting, "We want Mizdow" throughout it. And when they didn't get Mizdow, they booed and they let you know how disappointed they were. Stardust tried to play it off by saying, "Oh, you don't want Mizdow, you want Stardust." And he said it with this hiss. And once again, that just shows you that while I think Cody Rhodes should be in the world title picture like soon, or should have been in the world title picture by now, he's playing this Stardust character great. I mean, I don't know who else could have pulled it off the way he does it, but hey, props to Cody Rhodes once again for pulling off this character the way that he does. So, like I said, guys, great action to start off the show, fast-paced, fun. And then the ending to me was the icing on the cake for this match. You had one of the Usos, and again, I'm sorry that I don't know which one it was, but yeah, you had one of the Usos climbing the turnbuckle for their top rope finishing splash, and if you look closely, you can see the Miz get a blind tag. So one of the Usos dives off the turnbuckle, hits the big splash on Goldust, then Miz grabs that Uso and throws him into the turnbuckle shoulder first, and then Damien Mizdow gets a quick blind tag of his own. He covers Goldust, gets the 1-2-3, and wins the Tag Team Championships for himself and The Miz. And I swear, when he got the 1-2-3, the crowd popped as loud as they did for when Dolph Ziggler won the Money in the Bank, or for when he won the World Heavyweight title and cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase. I mean, Mizdow got quite a Dolph Ziggler-like pop, and I couldn't have been happier for those guys. Mizdow deserves it. I mean, he was so friggin' over with the crowd, like I said. I think the guy's a genius with this gimmick that he's doing after all the crappy gimmicks he's had in recent months. And I mean, the look on Miz's face said it all. His face it had that, oh hell no, you did not just steal my thunder look. Like, he could not believe that the stunt double got the 1, 2, 3. But that was just great. I was happy to see Miz and Mizdow win the tag team championships. And I hope that when Miz and Mizdow eventually split, because the look on Miz's face and the way that Miz got a cheap victory after Sandow did all the work on Raw the following night, that's eventually teasing at their rift, and they will eventually split. And I'm just hoping that when Mizdow, if he does go back to Damien Sandow, I hope that WWE keeps that momentum going that he's going to ride with once he splits from Miz, and rebuilds his character bigger, better, and more deserving of a World Heavyweight Championship run that should be 10 times more better than the way it went when he got buried by John Cena after he tried to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase. But yeah, like I said, guys, damn good opener, fast-paced, lots of fun. All 4 teams did a great job in this match. 3.25 stars. And of course, if you're looking for the match ratings, you just got to click that subscription box. Or not subscription box. Just click the description box. Description box. Yes. Then we move on to the Divas Traditional Survivor Series Elimination match. Team Natalya versus Team Paige. I'm not going to break down both teams, but Team Natalya pitched a clean sweep. Solid Divas match. There's not really much else I can say about it, except for this match should have been cut down 7 to 8 minutes, because it, believe it or not, went 15 minutes. And for a clean sweep, I think a good 8 minutes would have been perfect. Face Divas won, like I said. Team Natalya won. My only complaint with this match is that Paige looked weak. I don't like the way she was booked in this match. I think a diva of her caliber deserved to have been booked stronger. What I think would have been cool was if Paige and Natalya eliminated one another's respective teammates, and as like a form of one-upsmanship or one-ups-womanship, if that's even a word. Excuse me. And then you could have had a good 2 or 3 minute exchange between the two of them. And then whether Paige won or not, it wouldn't have mattered. I would have preferred Paige won. I love Natalya, don't get me wrong, but because of the caliber of performer that Paige is, I would have preferred she won. But yeah, that's just my way of how I would have booked it, because like I said, she looked like a wimp. No disrespect. All due respect to Paige, but the way she tried to weasel her way out of that match made her look like a wimp. And, that's pretty much it. I will say, though, that Emma, I was impressed with some of the offense she got in that match. And she's starting to grow on me. I think she's a beautiful diva. She does have some potential to be a Divas champion in the future. I just, I'm not a fan of her kooky little dance with her arms. But yeah, like I said, guys, Team Natalya won this. Solid Divas match. And that's pretty much it. Just should have been cut down by 8-9 minutes maybe. Then we got to Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt. And this was a damn good fight. I mean, you weren't expecting a technical classic between these two. With their personalities and their styles, you knew this was going to be a hard-hitting fight to the finish, and it was a damn good fight. I really like when Ambrose did his version of Bray Wyatt's little pose in the corner where he looks down backwards, that Exorcist kind of like pose. I mean, the way Ambrose did it was just great. I can't tell you guys enough how much I'm a big fan of Dean Ambrose. I think the guy is great, and I really hope he gets more pay-per-view wins so he can, further establish himself as a main event player. And the match ended in a DQ, and I'm not complaining because neither of them went out weak, and that DQ finish ultimately sets the stage for their TLC match at the TLC pay-per-view. Basically, how the DQ came about was Bray Wyatt brought 2 chairs into the ring. The referee, I believe it was Mike Chioda, disposed of the first chair. Ambrose grabbed the second chair, and then Bray Wyatt did that pose where he got on his knees and he had his arms out and he dared Ambrose to hit him with a chair, just like he did to John Cena at WrestleMania 30. And then Bray tried to convince Dean that he's not like the people in the crowd. He's not like the WWE Universe. And Ambrose thought about it and said, to hell with it. Whacked him with a chair a few times. Obviously, disqualification was triggered as a result of that. But Ambrose didn't care. He just beat the hell out of Wyatt with a chair. And then he went ECW style on him. He brought a table into the ring. He put Wyatt through the table with a diving elbow. Then he buried him under this just pile of chairs. And it was reminiscent of that ECW moment where the fans just throwing chairs in the ring. And it was funny because when he put Wyatt through the table, and then he started bringing out the chairs, I was saying to myself, okay, it's either going to be a chairs match or it's going to be a tables match. But it should be a TLC match because all TLC matches don't have to have a title or some kind of contract on the line. For this match, and this is most likely the way it's going to be done, it's going to be a TLC match. They can use the tables, the ladders, the chairs, and whoever gets the first pinfall wins the match. They've done it before, and ironically, Ambrose was in that first TLC match that didn't have that didn't go by traditional TLC rules. It was him and the Shield, ironically, at TLC 2012, going up against Team Hell No and Ryback. So I started saying, yeah, a TLC match between these guys would be awesome. And when I say that, Ambrose brings out this, I don't know if it was a 15-foot or a 20-foot ladder. And immediately I started thinking, okay, if he's going to try and dive on the Dean Ambrose, or if Ambrose is going to try and dive onto Bray Wyatt, get my words confused every once in a while. He's crazy. He's really a lunatic because he's not going to go through a table. He already laid Bray Wyatt out, and Bray Wyatt's covered in this storm of chairs. I mean, he's going to end up hurting himself, but it didn't happen. Ambrose just posed on the top of the ladder. His music hit. I didn't have a problem with the way everything else went down following the DQ finish. Like I said, it was a damn good fight, and it got me excited for their TLC match because just imagine how insane that match is going to be when they can use tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh my, no pun intended. So yeah, like I said, damn good match, damn good fight, because it was really a fight. 3 1/4 stars, same score that I gave the tag team championship match. And like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing Ambrose and Wyatt continue their feud with a TLC match. And like I said, the DQ finish didn't make any of them look weak. I was fine with the DQ finish because it further fuels the fire for their match at TLC. So I'm looking forward to it. Then we got an impromptu tag team match between Adam Rose and the Bunny going up against Team Slater Gator, which is Heath Slater and Titus O'Neil. The Bunny won this match. Enough said. I'm leaving it at that. I didn't even care about this match, to be honest. Then we got the Divas Championship match. AJ Lee defending against Nikki Bella. Of course, Brie Bella was at Nikki's side because Brie was in her last day of being Nikki's personal assistant. And I don't know what WWE was thinking with the booking of this match, but AJ lost the Divas title in under 35 seconds. I kid you not. I couldn't believe it myself. I was shocked. This was WrestleMania 38 all over, WrestleMania 28, all over again. Just said WrestleMania 38. I'm thinking like 7, 8 WrestleManias ahead. But anyway, this was WrestleMania 28 all over again. And ironically, there was a kiss. AJ was involved, and the champion lost their title in like under a minute. I mean, I couldn't believe it. Now, I don't know if the match was booked the way it was because of how much time the main event got. Because Team Cena versus Team Authority went for almost an hour. And I can understand time constraints because you want to make sure that match has enough time to deliver. And it did. Like I was saying, I don't know if the reason the Divas match was cut short, Divas title match was cut short because of Team Cena versus Team Authority. But I mean, a 33-second match, and this match had potential to be good. It didn't have the greatest build. It had some build, but I'll tell you this. If that Divas elimination match had been cut in half, time-wise, then that time cut in half could have gone to AJ versus Nikki. And we could have probably got a damn good Divas match just like we got a Hell in a Cell between Nikki and Brie. And speaking of the Bella twins, Brie Bella turned heel. Now, how does this make sense? Brie was the one being tortured, so to speak, as Nikki's personal assistant. Nikki was the jealous one. Now Brie turns heel. It's like, was this a swerve? Was Brie Bella in on this all along? I don't get the logic behind it. I know they're both heel. They're feuding with AJ because I saw Raw and SmackDown, and AJ got her lickings in on him. But I mean, I just don't understand why Brie Bella turned heel. I personally thought that if AJ retained, Brie was going to inadvertently cost Nikki the match and then get her revenge on Nikki because her time as personal assistant was going to expire after Survivor Series. I don't know. I can't believe AJ lost the title in 35 seconds. I mean, I don't know what to say. Was this bad booking? In my opinion, yes. Maybe the match should have gone 4 minutes or 5 minutes. No, who am I kidding? It should have gone 4 or 5 minutes. I mean, they could have cut that Divas elimination match in half. I think WWE missed an opportunity to exhibit AJ Lee and Nikki Bella as strong professional Divas wrestlers, or strong professional female wrestlers, excuse me. But what happened. I don't know if WWE's going to swerve us again and Brie's going to turn face all of a sudden, but it doesn't make sense that she's a heel now when she was the one who was the face and Nikki was the jealous twin and Nikki was torturing her as personal assistant. So it is what it is. So finally we got down to the main event. Team Cena versus Team Authority. This is what the whole show was built around. And of course you had the stipulations. If Team Cena lost, all members of Team Cena, excluding Cena, were going to be fired. If Team Authority lost, they would disband and be out of power for good. They built the whole show around this match, and they truly delivered a hell of a main event. Now, they called it the biggest match in Survivor Series history, the biggest main event. I don't think that was the case. But this was one amazing main event. You had great performances, great booking. I laugh at the fact that Mark Henry was the first eliminated because he got eliminated in like under a minute via knockout punch by the Big Show. Yeah, man, like I said, great booking, great performances. I really enjoyed the match. I was wondering how Rusev would fare in this match. I was wondering how he was going to get eliminated. And he got eliminated via countout. He tried to do a splash, a big-time splash on the Dolph Ziggler through the announce table. He missed. Ziggler managed to roll back into the ring, and Rusev got counted out. So that's how Rusev got eliminated. I won't go through all the eliminations. You can check those out on the WWE.com results page or Wikipedia, whatever. But yeah, I'm happy with how Rusev got eliminated because he didn't get pinned. He didn't submit. He doesn't lose his momentum as a monster heel. Had Dolph Ziggler pinned him, I probably wouldn't have had a problem with it because that would have been like a breakout win for Ziggler in terms of eliminations and how it would have contributed, how his performance would have benefited from it. And I mean, Ziggler he gave a hell of a performance in this match because after another Big Show heel turn where he laid out John Cena and allowed Team Authority to pin Cena and eliminate Cena, which I thought was cool because I said to myself, I thought it'd be cool if Cena got eliminated. And then the guys like Ryback and Ziggler and Erick Rowan could hold their own since they're the younger talent and try to look for those breakout performances. Although Ziggler's been with the company for like 5-6 years now. I thought that was cool because you rarely see the team leader get eliminated, the team captain. And it was predictable in a way because of how close Cena was standing to Big Show. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, tell me Big Show's going to lay him out. Yeah, Big Show turns heel. So that leaves Dolph Ziggler all on his own against Rollins, Kane, and Luke Harper. And Ziggler's performance, in my opinion, that's a testament to how much of an awesome competitor and athlete and performer Dolph Ziggler is. I mean, his performance in the closing stages of this match was reminiscent of Shawn Michaels in 2003 when he was part of Team Austin going up against Team Bischoff. And I'm happy Dolph Ziggler got the nod that he got in this match. Ziggler is riding a ton of momentum now, and I'm only hoping that the momentum he's riding leads to a bigger, better push and a stronger and bigger and better world title run because he's had 2 world title runs, one that like lasted an hour, I think, and the other that ended abruptly because of a concussion. And you can understand for that because he had to take a certain amount of time off to recover. They gave the title to Del Rio because they knew he wasn't going to be able to defend it as much with that concussion. So, yeah, I really hope that Ziggler's performance leads to bigger and better things. He's riding a wave of momentum, especially after Survivor Series. So we get to the end of the match. Ziggler has eliminated Kane and Luke Harper. He and Seth Rollins have this just awesome back and forth exchange for, I think, 5 minutes maybe. And then Triple H sends in, Jamie Noble, Joey Mercury to prevent Ziggler from getting the win. They lay Ziggler out. I believe Rollins hit another curb stomp. And then Scott Armstrong ran in and tried to count the 1, 2, 3. And that's when Sting made his debut in the WWE. And the funny thing about Sting's debut was that one of my friends texted me a picture of it as he was watching it live. And when I saw it, I wasn't upset. I don't like spoilers, but I wasn't upset because I had heard the rumor that Sting might be at Survivor Series. He just texted me a picture. He didn't tell me the whole thing of what Sting did. So I was looking at it at work and I was like, oh snap. Sting is here in the WWE. He's finally here. He's finally here. What else can I say? I mean, after all the hype, he's finally arrived. And I got goosebumps, man. I was shaking a little bit because even though I knew Sting made his debut in the main event, I just thought it was such an awesome moment to see him come face to face with Triple H. So he and Triple H have this huge stare down. Sting lays him out with a Scorpion Death Drop. Ziggler hits the zigzag on Rollins, which actually happened before Sting made his debut. Ziggler gets the 1, 2, 3, and Team Cena defeats Team Authority. The Authority are no longer in power. Simply put, this was an amazing Survivor Series elimination match. This was one hell of a main event. Probably one of the best main events in Survivor Series history in recent years. I mean, I loved every minute of this match. You couldn't go wrong with it. Match of the night, no doubt. 4 3/4 stars. I mean, I was close. I almost gave it 5 stars. But you can't go wrong with 4 3/4 because it was just an amazing match. Brilliant storytelling. Kudos to Dolph Ziggler. Kudos to John Cena for... I don't know if he was the one that came up with the decision to let Ziggler be the sole survivor, but kudos to Dolph Ziggler for his performance. And then at the end, you had Ziggler and Cena hug one another. They embraced each other after the victory. I remember I read a tweet. I don't remember who it was from. Someone said they still have to put Cena in the victory picture because he got eliminated. Yet his team won. Yet he didn't get the pinfall. But the way I see it is, I was interpreting Ziggler and Cena's hug as Cena passing down the torch to Ziggler. Cena acknowledging that Ziggler's time is now. And Cena, in a way, like I said, passing the torch down to Ziggler. That's the way I interpreted it. Because that was just an amazing performance from Ziggler. So, yeah, guys, like I said, amazing main event. Overall, very entertaining show. Surprisingly good for the most part. You're going to probably be surprised at my rating. But overall, I give Survivor Series 2014 7.25 out of 10. The 2 Divas matches were what they were, especially the Kiss of Death match, if I can call it that, because I still don't understand why AJ lost the title in less than 35 seconds. And the Adam Rose and the Bunny match, you all could probably could not give two shits about that match. So, in my opinion, if you're interested in checking the show out, watch the Tag Team Championship match, watch Ambrose and Wyatt, and definitely check out Team Cena versus Team Authority. And I almost said Team Ziggler, but you know what? Maybe it should have been Team Ziggler based on Dolph's performance. So, yeah, guys, thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you thought about Survivor Series 2014 down below in the comments. If you haven't already, please click the subscription box and enjoy your night, enjoy your day. And like I said, I'm going to work on getting more reviews out to you faster, especially these pay-per-view reviews. So like I said, enjoy your night, enjoy your day. Peace, love, and hugs, to quote Chris Jericho at the end of his podcast. And I will see you guys later for another review. And for all you YouTubers out there, keep doing what you do. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Robbie1 Kenobi once again. And before I officially bring this video to an end, I just want to give a special shout out to a special friend of mine. His name is Brandon De Jesus. If you follow him on Twitter, you know him as the Gamerman16, or if you're subscribed to his videos on here on YouTube, you know him as the Wrestling and Game Man 1997. Brandon, I just want to say thank you for the shout out you gave me in your Night of Champions review. I totally did not expect that, but I really appreciate it, man. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I love your videos, man. I'm honored to call you a friend. I hope to meet you one day in person. I'm definitely down to do a joint collaboration with you with regards to reviewing a pay-per-view or a DVD, whatever. You just tell me what you want to work on. You just tell me what topic you're interested in, and we can set up a game plan. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you do. I want to wish you the best in school, although you hate it, as I read on your Twitter, on your Twitter page, excuse me. But yeah, man, thank you again for the shout out. Thanks for all the tweets. Thanks for staying in contact with me, bro. Like I said, I hope to meet you soon, or I hope to meet you anywhere down the road. Keep doing what you do with your videos. I love them. I hope you do some more gameplay videos like you did with the SmackDown games and WWE 2K14. I'd really be down to see more of those. So yeah, man, just thank you once again for the shout out, and keep doing what you do, and I'll keep doing what I do, and let's do it for the sake of wrestling, man.